Hi, this is Kerry Artak with Wicked Stocks, bringing you your weekly Bitcoin analysis on our free YouTube channel. You could also go to wickedstocks.com. You can see the bottom here and take advantage of our 5-day free trial where we offer daily triple Q, daily SPY analysis, weekly analysis in a number of different entities, including Apple, as well as 2 individual stock picks every single week that cater more to the 3 to 5 week out to the 3 to 5 month position trader. So this is Bitcoin for the week of Monday, November 24th, 2025. I'm going to backtrack a little bit, show a buy signal a year ago above this channel top, 86,297 this week. That did ultimately result in this full wave count. We reached that starting in July. We topped out here again in October and have collapsed since. This A minus B is nothing more than subtracting the 22 low from the 21 high and then flipping that on its head for the full swing. An exhaustion point for many markets. As obviously played out here. I didn't expect it to top out here as it did. I was looking for higher trade. I'll get to that in a minute. But what we not only tested last week, besides this former channel top, and we did close below it, but right at the 1% mark. So we did not really settle in a sell signal. And really the takeaway here is this rising channel bottom that I mentioned in last week's video. And this is our trend defining support. We tagged this nicely and have since come off of it. We're back above as I speak Sunday, midday, actually it's late Sunday morning, that we are now trading above 86,297, but 81,548 is your bottom picking zone. This is trend defining support. I'm going to say well into 26. From here, we can round up over the next, this is a guess. The last time we did this was from April to July. This is about a 3-4 month rally. 3 to 5 month rally back to 122,433, I think is certainly possible. Holding above 81,548, this is just an exhaustion point to the downside where, those who have sold the market or are short the market, this is an exhaustion point where we could bottom out here, as I say, through Q1 and even into later 26. Working our way up from here, we do have these levels, but there's just not a lot to hang your hat on. Your 3/8 Fibonacci, the first serious Fibonacci from this October high to last week's low is 98,019. If we were to have a significant rally this week, this would be an exhaustion point for the week. We also have 103,415. I like that as a 50% upside retracement because it correlates with this low, but it is 113,105 that I would call kind of a 2 to 3 month target right now. Could be sooner than that, above 81,548. And over the next 3 to 5 months, as I said earlier, 122,433 in play again. Ultimately, holding above 81,548, you can anticipate longer-term upward rotation by some point in 26. 3 to 5 months is certainly possible. We've seen these moves before. This was from September. Yeah, this one took longer, but we can start here actually. This is from August of 24 to December of 24. So this is like a 5-month move. And so this is possible. 3 to 5 months, we just might actually see 132,621. So I don't mean to overemphasize it, but if there's an area to buy Bitcoin right now, not only for the week, not only through the rest of the year, but even well into 26, we are at it right now, or at least we were last week, 81,548. And all those upward points I mentioned are realistic areas where if you're kind of a near-term swing trader, for instance, 1 to 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, it's 98.19. You're anticipating 3 to 5 weeks, 103.415, and over the next 2 months or so, 113.105. These are the little levels that we have mapped out. Now, as this thing begins to flesh out over the next few weeks, we may identify other levels. But for right now, there's no good reason to be short Bitcoin, in my opinion, through the rest of the year and well into 26. So long as we're above 81,548, you want to be long Bitcoin now. And with all those price points that I mentioned, but if I'm looking at the big picture, it really is the channel top at 132.61 to the 81,548 channel bottom. Now to the downside. What if we break a 81,548? If we close below it, this week. I'm talking any day this week. I'm not talking on a weekly basis. But if we close, Tuesday, Wednesday below 81,548, certainly within the week we could fall to 77,312. This 68,964 high from 21, I would consider this, with present volatility, this could be within the week if we close, say, Monday below 81,548. But I think the likelier outcome would be if we close the week below 81,548. Within 1 to 3 weeks, we fall to 68,964. But there's more. There's more. If we close below 81,548, I do think there is no reason, if you did bottom pick 81,548, which I think is the play right now, whether it's short-term, mid-term, or long-term, that is the play. But if we close below 81,548, expect another significant down wave. This one took, from October to, this was 5 or 6 weeks, right? 5 or 6 weeks later. Potentially by the end of the year, we could have a royal meltdown to what I consider to be kind of the granddaddy of trend support for Bitcoin at 55,288. This is a formation that can contain selling not only through all of 26, but we could look back on this level if tested over the next month or two as a low that played out into later decade. We could round up from here for several years. And I will also say that if in the coming months we were to close below 55,288, Bitcoin has lost its luster as a speculative instrument, as an investment instrument. I just think that this thing would be a real dog as we move into later decade. But we're not there yet, right? We're not there at all. In fact, we've got bullish momentum into 26 above 81,548 that can reawaken at any time. And we could spike our way out of here over the next 2 to 3 months, as I say, back into the 122, I'm going to say it one more time, to 132 region over the next 3 to 5 months, this channel top in particular. But if we close below 81,548, exit the market. That would be my recommendation. Within 2 or 3 months or sooner, we should see 55,288. I think that pretty much summarizes it. Please click like, share, subscribe. Check out wickedstocks.com. I will be back. I'll be back next week with another weekly Bitcoin. You have a great week.